Let's get more on that breaking news. You can see at the bottom of the screen, George Russell to replace Valtteri Bottas in the Mercedes team from next season. Delighted to say we can get reaction to it. Damon Hill joins us right now. Very good morning to you, Damon. How big a move is this for Russell?
It's absolutely massive. I mean, it's so important to get yourself in a top team as a young driver early on, so you can show people what you can do at the sharp end. We saw a little bit of what he could do last year when Lewis got COVID and he had to pull out of the Bahrain race, and he was stunning. And you know, that's the indicator, not the only indicator of how very, very good George Russell is. So he's earned this on merit, you know, and he's part of the Mercedes family, but now he'll be fully ensconced in the hot seat now, right alongside you know, the winningest driver in history.
Yeah, he's certainly served his apprenticeship, hasn't he? Tell us a bit about him. An all-British lineup, of course, for them. So what will he bring to the team?
I think he'll bring an enormous amount of positive energy. You know, he's very enthusiastic, bright-eyed, intelligent young man. He's incredibly fit and sharp mind and full of bounce. You know, he's got this bounce and kind of eagerness, and he wants to get out there and thank the team and be part of the team as well. So he's a good team player. Yeah.
It obviously his chance comes because Valtteri Bottas is moving on. Won 9 races in 5 years since he joined Mercedes in 2017. Good backup for Hamilton, wasn't it? Interested to see that Lewis called him the best teammate he'd worked with, which, considering who he's worked with, was an interesting statement. What did you make of that, and how difficult will he be then to replace?
You know, Lewis has had a very nice position in the best car, and he's made good use of it. But, I mean, Valtteri has not put the same pressure on him that Nico did, or perhaps some of his other teammates like Fernando Alonso, Jenson Button. And so, you know, Valtteri is going to carry on, and he's a very fine driver, of course. But, you know, the Mercedes team has to look to the future. And if Lewis decides he wins one more championship and he loses his appetite for it and decides to go, they need to have a top star, and so I think they've hedged their bets a little bit by putting George in there, who clearly is one of the bright stars of Formula One.
Yeah, it's interesting. Is it different characters and different teams? You talked about Nico and Jenson perhaps putting more pressure on him. Do some drivers like to have a teammate that put pressure on them, and is Lewis one who then therefore likes ones that don't?
Yeah, I think sometimes you like to be able to take on the battle against another opponent in another team without the interference of your own teammates. You want the support rather than, you know, to be undermined. And in my career, I found myself sometimes fighting my own teammate and Michael Schumacher, which was plenty of battles to fight. But you look back at the sport and some of the great rivalries, the way to make your name is to come into a team and knock spots off someone like Niki Lauda. So you saw when Alan Prost arrived, you know, Niki realised he had a very, very quick teammate, but he still beat him, and he used his experience. And those battles are very interesting for us to watch.
Yeah. A quick word on Valtteri Bottas as well, off to Alfa Romeo now. Kimi Raikkonen retiring. The domino effect in F1. It's wonderful to watch from the outside. How will Bottas get on there, do you think?
But it's not like quite the transfer season in football. We don't have that many seats. If you think about it, there's only one match worth of players in our game, you know, with 20 drivers. So it gets very tight at the top as well. So you know, one moves, someone has to go out, and you know, Kimi has had a fantastically long career, and careers seem to go on for quite a long time these days. So you know, one person leaving it creates that little opening for all the others to shuffle around.
Yeah. Okay, Damon, absolutely wonderful to speak to you. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.